Today, we're going to do a behind the scenes look and look at how you can change a PDF into an online immersive interactive experience that you can drop into your online course. So let's jump in. My name is Erica Clark-Alejo, founder and owner of Thrive Epic, and we create multidimensional learning experiences to help you make bigger client impact without sacrificing all the time. So to best illustrate how to change a PDF into an online and immersive interactive experience, we're going to use one of our clients and show you how we walk through this process. So Aaron Persinger is a founder of Hire, Train, and Delegate. So Hire, Train, and Delegate, they believe in ethical outsourcing to be able to help business owners maximize business impact while minimizing in the overwhelm. So they do a lot of obviously hiring, they do training of that staff, and then helping business owners learn how to be able to delegate that work. So there's a intermix in different components of them working with assistants and also them working with the business owner. Now, when they came to us with the project, some of the things that they wanted is they wanted to be able to raise the hiring standards. And that's what they're sort of really known for in revolutionizing the industry. They also want to be able to improve their clients' sort of company culture. When we say culture, not necessarily meaning like race or, nationality, but it's about like how the company operates. And it's about as having team members inside the company, what that looks like, what that feels like for everyone, from the employees to the business owner. And they wanted to really like elevate the culture and create a culture where it truly is a team environment and not like a hierarchy of, controller-led companies. So they're really focused on companies who are wanting just something different and something, I'm going to say, better. And then they really want to be able to maximize the impact while minimizing the overwhelm, because the clients that they work with, the business owners they have a lot going on, which is why they're probably needing to hire help. And they want to have maximum impact. And that can mean a lot of different things. But what we're going to look at today is really this team aspect and really creating a good, cohesive, rich culture inside the company. When they came to us from Hire, Train, and Delegate, they ended up having a bunch of PDFs, which are great. It's an opportunity for business owners to be able to learn a little bit more about the culture. But we were tasked with being able to dive deeper. And how do we sort of honor where they want to go, what they're doing, and what they stand for in their company, and deliver a stellar experience for their clients? Because remember, they're also after client impact, which is really important. So as you can see here in some of the documents that they have, so they had some information about working attitudes, about famous Filipino foods, about transportation, holidays, different things are included in here. And when you look at it, it's really great and there's some information, but it doesn't really go deep. So when you're trying to transform the company culture, they really wanted to be able to sort of bridge that. So if Americans are hiring in the States, they can really get an understanding of what it's like to hire someone in, say, in the Philippines, and what it's like to come from that culture, what the experiences are, so that as a business owner, they can bond over these things. They can have something to talk about. They can, really build up these shared experiences as these companies are starting to hire more and more virtual employees. So then the question the question for us was really like, in honoring all of that, there were two things that really stood out: is how do we create a bond between cultures, and then what micro-learning experiences are needed? And so how we got the micro-learning experiences is because we know that business owners typically are very overwhelmed. That's their ideal target, is business owners who have a lot on their plate, business is booming and they need help. Well, when you look at that audience, they're not individuals that are going to sit down and want to watch a couple hours worth of training. So how do we make training really exciting for them and something that they want to do, and bring them into that experience so that they can learn more about their employees' culture, so that they can start bringing that culture in here into the States? Because after all, we are an international society, but we don't know a lot about other cultures throughout the planet, shall I say. So this is what we were tasked with. So now I want to show you what we did. So we took those PDFs that they had and we took it a step further, and we worked together to figure out like all the different things that they need to know and then be able to create this experience. So when we talk about this is multidimensional learning at its finest, and this is one element inside of a program. But when you look at it, it's every little part of it we really took into care and consideration. So You're going to notice that there are a lot of bright colors. You're going to notice that, oh, the font's kind of fun, but it's not just that, because these are fonts that they use in the Philippines. These are fonts that are very specific to things that are there. These are colors that are there. The pictures are representative of their culture. So now we're starting to already immerse them in, even though most people will be like, oh, it's just the way it's laid out. It looks like a postcard, but it's all very intentionally designed. So when we're looking at multidimensional learning, it's really important to consider the design elements and what's in it as well. So we're going to jump into this experience so you can see a little bit more of it. So remember before, there was a PDF that just talked about a little bit of the geography. Now we're able to take people in and actually see the city. I don't know how many of you have ever seen Manila and seen photos from it, but here it is, right? It might look different than you're viewing. And for our business owners, it might be the same. So they can jump in and they can see, wow, there are some beautiful places there. This is what it looks like. And as they're talking to their employees, they're able to get an idea as to be like, have you ever been to the Rice Terraces? Have you seen it? They're able to talk about some of these experiences. Now, I'm not going to go through all of these, but I just want you to see a few things. So again, I'm going to jump into religion. So before it was a slide to say, hey, they have a high amount of Catholicism. And now we're going to take them in to say, there's a lot of different religions there, but Catholicism obviously is a really big part of it. And we're going to learn a little bit more about it and dive into it. So that way, again, we're bridging the gap between these two cultures. You can see whether they have things like transportation, because it's obviously different than something that we do here. And then I'm going to pop into language. And so language is another one. So we, again, wanting to be able to create these small amounts of learning. Someone can come in and just really quick read a tab, learn a little more and pop out and not have to go through a whole program. But at the same point, it's like, how do we continue to build that bond? And we wanted to do it through language. So here you can see that you can click on the sound and be able to play any of the sounds in English, Filipino, or Cebuano, and so that you can hear it. So the business owners are able to practice and then be able to share some phrases, some common phrases with it. So this is just one example of how we can take regular PDFs and really start immersing and creating these interactive experiences, looking at the scope of what needs to be done. Again, I always say this, it's not about just throwing things together and just making a wow factor, but it's like, how do you make sure that you have the maximum amount of learning in really the minimum amount of time? And not saying that you have to shorten things and make it small, but in this case, we know our business owners are really, really busy. They're trying to get the overwhelm out. Let's not overwhelm them with courses that are like, 10, 20, 40 hours long. Let's give them micro bits of learning throughout. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I want to share now with you this video from Erin talking a little bit more about this project that we worked on together. Hey, everybody, Erica here. I'm on this wonderful video with Erin Persinger, who's owner and founder of Hire Train Delegate. Hey, Erin.
Hey, Erica. Thank you so much for having me on. It's great to talk to you. So I have a signature program called Hire Train Delegate, and that's where we help busy entrepreneurs find their perfect growth sidekick, we call it. The person that's going to come in, remove them from overwhelm, and help them take their business to the next level. So we do exactly what our name says, and we help hire, train, and delegate.
It's wonderful. It's an incredible service. Everyone needs it. I can't say enough about how much time you've helped save me just in the work we've done together. So
I really came to you and Thrive Epic because I wanted to create an educational experience for my clients where they could understand the types of candidates we were hiring. We do offshore hires mostly, and that means that often people are working within different cultures. And I feel like it's very important for our clients to understand the culture of the people they're hiring and create that team of where everyone works together like a family almost, right? So they know each other, they know what's happening. And it's really great for our clients to be able to look behind the scenes and see exactly the day-to-day life that their team member lives. And that's what I really needed your help for, because my clients are so busy that they didn't have time to sit and research life in the Philippines or go through an hour-long training course. So I needed something short and impactful that would get our point across. I love it because it feels so professional and it feels so high end for one thing, which is what I'm looking to always provide to my clients, a very quality experience. And I love that you delivered that for me. Number one. Number two, I think it's really neat. Our clients are always blown away by that small touch that we put in there that no one else has really, right? Yeah, our goal is always to create like the phenomenal experience on both sides, right? So we want not only the client to be happy with their new team member, but we also want the team member to be really happy in what they're doing. And that type of education is really what bridges the gap. And it's what sets our company apart, right? And you've helped me do that because now it's like not only do you have somebody that's taking tasks off your plate, but they're a member of your company. You understand them. It's increasingly hard in the virtual industry to work with various people because they're not next door, right? We can't talk at the water cooler. We can't do all those things. And so you really helped us bridge that gap that's happening between in-person teams and virtual teams. And I loved that about what you did.
Erin is truly amazing. I cannot say enough things about her and her company. I've worked with them. They are just incredible at what they're doing. If you're looking to learn more about ethical outsourcing and you're looking to be able to stop the overwhelm and be able to save yourself tons of hours, trust me, I know, because I have worked with Erin and she has helped me tremendously. Please reach out to her. You can find her information here on the website. And last but not least, if you have any questions, please drop them below. We would love to hear from you and talk to you about how we can take some of your experiences and your content and really change it into a multidimensional learning format.